Hey everyone, Chris from Watching the Throne here. Yesterday I made a video talking about this article here, Kanye West's 20 best college dropout era beats. And I thought it would be fun for all of us to kind of rank the songs and see what came out on top. Because, some of these songs, of course, we're going to have heard before. Some are on College Dropout, others are Jay-Z songs that if you haven't heard them, how? But I feel like some of them are going to be gems for a lot of people, and I hadn't heard a lot of them. And it was actually a lot of fun for me to just kind of sit here just a few minutes ago and listen through all of them a few minutes ago. Like it took me over an hour, but to listen to all of them and then rank them. So I'm excited to see your lists, and let's get into mine. You can see I kind of color coded them a little bit. The green is all Kanye songs, right? So All Falls Down, Spaceship, Family Business, Two Words, and Through the Wire. All of them are so fucking good. Some of the surprises, the yellow ones are the ones that I'd already heard before. Like I'd already heard Bonnie and Clyde, Lucifer, Get By, and Stand Up. But that's it. The rest of them were me hearing the songs for the first time. Or if I had heard some of them in the past, I just didn't remember them at all. And then you kind of have a few different tiers. This red color was kind of tier 1 to me. Like those first 11 songs were just all spectacular to me. And then you get it, even Get By, the first 12. And then you get into this middle group, the Brown Sugar Fine, down to Let Me Tell You Something. And those were good. They were solid songs that I enjoyed listening to, but they're not things that I would necessarily put on my favorites playlist, right? There's songs that when they come up on an album or some other playlist, I'll be excited about it, but not in the way that those first 12 songs, I'm like, yeah, I'm down to listen to these. And then the last 4 were just, I don't know, not what I was into. They were a little bit more repetitive, didn't quite have the same epic quality to me. Catchy, but not kind of the same thing. The songs that really took me by surprise, this Turn Out the Lights track, let's see, Turn Out by Freeway. I've never really listened to Freeway at any point in time, and I listened to this song and one other on the album, Life. And Life was fucking incredible, and so was this. From Kanye's production to just the rapping and the topic, like this is an album I'm gonna put on tomorrow and just listen to consistently because Freeway won me over with just those 2 songs. So going from Turn Out the Lights, I mean, All Falls Down, Spaceship don't really need any explanation for being on there. '03 Bonnie and Clyde, I feel like it's such, like with All Falls Down, it's such a good blend of an epicness with a catchiness, and that really elevates it to me because it's not just catchy in the way that Get By is, but there's kind of this other gear to it that makes it just far more like, oh shit, yeah, than some of the other tracks. And over something like Family Business and Two Words, like both of those songs sound great, and I think there's times where I put them over '03 Bonnie and Clyde, but there's just that epic quality to '03 Bonnie and Clyde that it gets that little extra boost. Same with Lucifer over Through the Wire, which just might be the novelty of it. Like I've heard Through the Wire so many times and love Through the Wire, that Lucifer I really, really like as a song, but I just don't hear it as much. So in ranking it, I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna put that over Through the Wire. And then these next 3 songs all really took me by surprise. Like Be Alright was way more dynamic and catchy than what I thought. To the point where if Kanye was on that song in some capacity with a verse, it would be up there for me as one of the best Kanye guest features, I think. Like up there with American Boy and some of the others. And then Sunshine was pretty fucking cool too. Like that's a song, it's a Mos Def song. Where are you? Sunshine. And it still sounds like something modern. Like the sample that it uses, Let the Sunshine In, is really cool. It has this darker, grittier kind of content to it. Mos does his thing, which is awesome. That song really, really is one that I'm looking forward to putting in rotation. And then Let's Get Lifted was also really cool. I've never listened to John Legend. any albums of John Legend. So that was the first John Legend song that I've really heard, and it was cool. Just, you know, we hear John Legend so much on Kanye's discography. Getting to hear him do his thing on his own song to a Kanye beat is very familiar, but also not, because it's all John Legend. But it was a really cool song, which I didn't expect it to go over Get By, because Get By is such a classic for me. But all of those songs were such surprises that they really got to go above Get By. And then after Get By, you know, Brown Sugar Fine was cool. It had some dynamic components to it, but just wasn't doing enough for me. Same with Guess Who's Back, Dipset Forever, Let Me Tell You Something. Like, I could see why those songs would definitely be the top tier for some people. I think it's just a stylistic soundscape difference. And then the others, they just felt like the most straightforward of the Kanye productions, right? There wasn't as much going on to them. They were more simplistic in their execution. They didn't have the highs and lows or beat changes or multiple elements. I Want You, I think it was, kind of had the most to it. It kind of had this glittery, glitzy soundscape to it that I was almost really into, but it just didn't quite hit that next gear. So stays down there. But if you want to make your list and you haven't yet, on this Hot New Hip Hop article, all the YouTube links are there except for the Jay-Z songs. There's a YouTube video for 03 Bonnie and Clyde. And for Lucifer, if you want to find it, just Google Jay-Z Lucifer stream or play or listen. And the first link that comes up is some weird ass website that looks like it's from 2002, but it works. And you can listen to Lucifer that way. Or if you have a Tidal subscription, which, ooh, you are a unicorn. But if you have that, you can, of course, listen to Lucifer there. But let me know what your lists are. Leave them in the comments below. And if you want to support the channel, the easiest way to do that is just to like the video and subscribe. That tells YouTube that we're doing a good job. And they'll show our channel to more people on more feeds. If you want to support us in a more major way, we have two things currently going on. Our podcast, which we put out 2 episodes a week, one being a new song analysis, and the other tends to be a bonus episode where we answer fan questions. So the Slow Jams episode just came out, and we're in the process of editing our No More Parties in LA episode, which is going to drop on Tuesday, which is February, I don't know, 24th, 27th, something like that. And then we also currently have a Kickstarter going on. We only have 15 days to go until it's over, and we're almost halfway to our goal of $1,600. We're trying to get more audio equipment. If you look at part 1 of this video, my voice is pitched up because our mics are so old that they're not really working as well anymore. You can see that we've been recording the podcast for 3.5 years. I've been doing this YouTube channel for almost a year now. It's 250 episodes and almost 100 videos. And this thing is just on the fritz. So we're looking at elevating the audio quality, but to do that, we need to get this stuff, and this stuff is just expensive. So if you can help us out, that would be terrific. $1 goes a long way. We also have rewards for $5, $10, $50, and $100, including an appearance on the show via your own one-on-one interview with myself or Travis, where we talk about your journey with Kanye's music. So that's available at the $100 mark. There's one of those remaining. We could open it back up if there's demand, but as of right now, there's just the one left. So if you can support us, that'd be great. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching the channel, and I'll be back later with another video. Stay wavy.